Idiote, starez, fume la cigarette, cette pute là, et fais le bruit!
The character description is a woman who would be attractive if she just put a little effort into how she looked. And that's how I approached it. Just as somebody who had really given up any desire to be attractive. Listen to my stomach going wild. Or
you should have had breakfast, I told you. You should have had breakfast.
I did have breakfast.
Yeah, but I mean, obsession in any individual, if the dog will let me conclude this sentence, is always fascinating.
We're talking now about preserving animals, but right now we're talking about shooting this dog in the background.
What, apart from the fact that Madonna is in it, can you or would you like to tell us about the new one?
It's I'm in it, and Mia is in it, and Madonna is in it, and there's more. Oh God, there's more. It will come to me. I don't know why I'm. John Malkovich. What's his name? The young kid that was in The Grifters. Wonderful young actor.
If we leave the two of them go, let's as what is your name?
Julia.
Oh, Julia. Yeah.
Yes.
So if we could.
And then sometimes an officious Jobsworth, in this case at a screening in Cannes, so messes up your plans as to make even the most equable of men utter a deleted expletive. In 1971, Disney won the Special Visual Effects Oscar for Bedknobs and Broomsticks. This year, Disney's latest, Beauty and the Beast, was the first animated. At 10, there was Big Jake, John Wayne as an aging Texas cattleman rescuing his kidnapped grandson. 9, The Andromeda Strain, a somewhat allegorical sci-fi thriller based on Michael Crichton's novel and starring Arthur Hill. 8 was Willard, the story of a young man, Bruce Davison, who breeds rats to kill his enemies. OK, if you don't mind rats. And 7, Carnal Knowledge, a somewhat downbeat study of sex-obsessed Jack Nicholson from college to sated middle age. Mike Nichols directed. 6 was The Aristocats, animated Disney again, 2 cats helped by their friends to inherit their owner's wealth. At 5, The Owl and the Pussycat, a permissive and bawdy for its time, the love affair of a hooker, Barbara Streisand, and bookish George Segal. 4 was Ryan's Daughter, so savaged by the critics that David Lean didn't make another film for 14 years. At 3, The Summer of 42, a rites of passage movie set in New England. It looks dated now, but it made a big impact at the time. And at 2, there was Little Big Man, remarkable reminiscences of 121-year-old Dustin Hoffman, survivor of Custer's Last Stand and other massacres. And, of course, the #1 film, Love Story, Ali MacGraw, Ryan O'Neal, in a weepie that was sheer pap in 1971 and hasn't got any better since. Now, then, one question I'm always being asked is, what is your all-time favourite film? To which the only answer is, I don't know, because it hasn't been made yet. But to coincide...
Yacht! Is yacht? It sleeps 12.
All of which brings us to the competition. A copy of my book, plus a Film 92 sweatshirt, will go to each of the first 10 people who can answer this question. What is the largest grossing film of all time? Is it A, Gone with the Wind, B, Star Wars, or C, E.T. the Extraterrestrial? The number to call is 0891 555 448 and the lines are open until midnight on Sunday. As for the answer to last week's question, the Disney film that combined classical music, Mickey Mouse and dancing hippos was, of course, Fantasia. And so we come to what is, for me, the biggest disappointment of the week, Christine Edzard's surprisingly flat version of As You Like It, which appears to be set partly in... And that's about all, except that if you want to know who to blame for the nostalgia to which you've been subjected tonight, I will tell you. You must blame Ian Johnston, who is now the film critic of the Sunday Times, but who 21 years ago was the BBC producer who devised Film 71. Next week we have the Australian film Strictly Ballroom, the latest version of Wuthering Heights with Juliette Binoche and Ralph Fiennes, and Thunderheart, which stars Val Kilmer and Sam Shepard in a thriller set on an Indian reservation. But for the moment, here's a final look at some of the faces that have appeared on the film programme these last 21 years, not least among them my fellow critic, Eric Idle, who reminds me strongly of someone I used to know. Goodbye.
Well, that's all from this edition of Film 75, and indeed from this series. We hope to be returning in the autumn with another series, which will be called, surprise, surprise, Film 79, and which will, of course, be 4 years ahead of its time. So until then, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
There's war,